At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at stories making news tonight. Public outrage over the tragic death of a 12-year-old girl in the capital. Also, labor officials investigate worker complaints on the island. And Grand Bahama Power Company's COO addresses power reliability concerns.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Parents don't know who their children is and know how their children operate. Then who knows them?
The country is in mourning tonight following the tragic death of a 12-year-old girl in the nation's capital. The news sending shockwaves throughout the country as the young girl who was missing for 2 days was discovered along a track road on Faith Avenue late Wednesday night. But the child's death has now left more questions than answers surrounding the circumstances and the process of the 48-hour Marco alert system. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has tonight's top story.
A Marco alert highlights the growing concerns over the rising number of missing minors. Many residents are urging the police to reconsider the 48-hour waiting period for reporting a missing person, believing that more could be done in a shorter amount of time. This outpouring of concern comes in the wake of the country's latest homicide, where the body of a minor was found on Faith Avenue in the nation's capital. While the identity of the deceased has not been confirmed, many believe the body belongs to 12-year-old Adriel Moxie, who had been missing. Activist Pastor Eddie Victor has expressed his disbelief and heartbreak over the devastating discovery.
Adriel attended one of our churches in Nassau, and so it's a devastating news for the family, along with the church family there.
Pastor Victor continues that the recent discovery is an unraveling of social deterioration in families.
We are not giving our children the necessary attention that they need.
Alongside Pastor Victor, other residents are heartbroken over the ordeal.
The person or persons that are responsible for this horrific act, that they are caught and prosecuted to the max.
Of course, I was devastated.
The news that we got yesterday concerning the young lady was really troubling.
Moxie was reportedly missing since Monday, but some residents claim that they only received a missing person alert on Wednesday, November 20th. However, it takes 48 hours for a person to be declared officially missing, and many residents believe that this time frame is too long before a Marco alert is issued.
I believe that 48-hour rule needs to be changed.
The law was to change to less than 48 hours, then the chances of finding that individual, let's just say, alive.
Once a family member has already declared that that child is missing, the search should be on.
Now, following this latest incident, police officials have announced that a Marco alert will be issued immediately for any child under 17 reported missing to police. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
Well, the nation's leader issuing a statement on the passing of 12-year-old Adriel Moxie. The release states, I share with my fellow Bahamians enormous grief and anger about the tragic death of a school child. The Prime Minister says that we are united in our prayers to God that he may strengthen her family and loved ones so that they may endure their heartbreak. The statement concludes, we are to turn this country upside down to find the criminal who did this and bring him to justice.
ZNS Northern Service, the Grand Bahama Power.
Well, it's a story that you will see on just one station. Labor officials traveling to Grand Bahama to address a growing number of complaints from Bahamian workers on Grand Bahama with allegations ranging from mistreatment by foreign employers to unfair workplace practices. The details in this report.
As I said, we're not here to name and shame, but we wanted to stop. My department is getting too much complaints.
Director of Labor Howard Thompson, accompanied by senior managers from the Department of Labor, recently met with executives from various companies on Grand Bahama to address multiple complaints raised by Bahamian workers.
The meetings that we had with them, it was difficult at one point, but it was very productive. We were able to understand their business model, and they were able to sort of understand what our concerns were from a Department of Labor standpoint. And so it was productive all in all. And so some of our concerns was the issues with casual laborers, breaches of the Employment Act, certain regulations, health and safety issues, and overall the interaction between foreign workers and Bahamian workers.
A key issue brought to the forefront was the alleged mistreatment of Bahamian workers by foreign employers.
My department is getting too many of those complaints. And particularly, we would have addressed one of the companies that we'd have got a serious complaint of. So we would have met with their CEO and their head of HR to resolve those issues. And we made it very, very clear. Once we complete our investigation on this and we have our findings, we may be asking that foreign worker to leave the country. And as Director of Labor, I don't intend to have a conversation of this nature with that particular company moving forward.
Director Thompson expressing the department's zero-tolerance policy for such behavior, highlighting specific instances where action was taken to protect Bahamian workers' rights.
There's a number of measures. In the first instance, when that application comes up for renewal, we can go ahead and deny it. We can recommend that it's been rejected. And if it's of a very, very serious nature, we report our findings to the Department of Immigration, who then would take steps if they think it's of a serious nature and the evidence is there. They can actually ask that foreign worker to leave the country. And that's been happening. We don't go around promoting it, but in the past 12 months, foreign workers who cross the line, so to speak, have been asked to leave the country.
Meanwhile, Executive Director with the department, Quinton LaRota, is encouraging Bahamians to continue filing complaints if they feel they are being treated unfairly.
We're not encouraging you to be scandalous, but what we're saying is we don't want you to be afraid in your country to say we've been treated unfairly, we've been talked to a certain way, and we should not stand for these things as Bahamians.
Exclusive interview with ZNS Northern Service, the Grand Bahama Power Company sits down with our Shalia Roll to talk about the Road to Reliability campaign, transparency moving forward, and plans to assure sustainable power. Here's that report.
In an exclusive interview with ZNS Northern Service, the Grand Bahama Power Company is giving deeper insight into what it will take to ensure power reliability on Grand Bahama. This after months of frustrated consumers having to bear with consistent power outages for hours at a time. Now GBPC has launched the Road to Reliability campaign in efforts to forge and rebuild consumer trust.
We wanted to reassure our customers of our commitment to enhancing our reliability. What we have done is implemented a 18-month capacity plan. The $15 million ask, which was a part of the rate adjustment, is over the 3 years. So that's the capital commitment over the years 2025 to 2027.
On August 1st, the Grand Bahama Power Company applied to the Grand Bahama Port Authority for a rate plan adjustment of 6.3%. Since then, the Grand Bahama Port Authority suspended the rate plan adjustment application due to unreliable services from the power company. Now residents are questioning how feasible this rate adjustment is.
For our residential customers with the rate adjustment ask, they will see a 1 to 2% bill reduction. This is about $1 off of their current bills, which they pay now. Grand Bahama Power Company ensures we focus on our commitment to affordability for our customers by procuring the fuel hedge program, which allows us to procure fuel at a cost of about $50 per barrel, which is less than the market price for the next 5 years.
From the rate plan proposal was made public, ERCO made their stance clear on being the only electricity regulators in the Bahamas. Here's what the Grand Bahama Power Company COO says.
We remain a accountable utility, and under the regulatory framework, we continue to ensure we deliver on our commitment to reliability, sustainability, and affordability under the regulatory framework as that matter is before the courts.
Now, residents on the island have been complaining of high power bills in recent months. Mulling says that the Grand Bahama Power Company is assuring that residents have the knowledge to manage consumptions.
We remain committed to ensuring that we do a better job of educating and equipping our customers with the awareness that they need to ensure that they're able to manage their consumption a bit better.
Plans in place to restore consumer confidence. Grand Bahama Power Company officials are thanking the public for their understanding and patience during this transition. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
And still to come.
When we come back, Rotary Club hosting a free legal consultation clinic. The details and sports when we return.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Island Dreams Productions presents The Affair, a thrilling show coming to the Regency Theater Saturday, November 23rd at 8 p.m. and Sunday, November 24th at 4 p.m. Get your tickets now, $40 in advance or $50 at the door. It's happy hour at Prop Club Beach in the Grand Lacayan. Join them every Friday and Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for great food and drinks. Open Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and until midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. Don't miss out.
Do you or your business need to enhance your customer service? Well, take advantage of the Grand Bahama Port Authority's free customer service training session from November 27th through the 29th. Register online by Friday, November 22nd to secure your spot.
Don't miss Paint Fair's Color and Design Trends 2025 Pro Show presented by PPG for architects, draftsmen, interior designers, contractors, painters, and property professionals. Tuesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. It's free and offers continuing education credit. Reserve your space by calling 352-9788 or visiting paintfair.net.
Sweet Swirls invite you to their grand opening on Friday, November 22nd at 12 p.m. in the Masako International Plaza on Settlers Way. Experience healthy fruit smoothies, sea moss, jello, and soft serve ice cream with your 4 daily flavors. Your dessert is our medicine. Don't miss it.
Thomas, it's a grand celebration honoring Apostle Leon Wallace. Friday, November 22nd at Grand Lucayan Resort, Grand Bahama, 6:30 p.m. Admission is free. Love gifts welcome. See you there.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The Rotary Club of Freeport hosting a free legal consultation clinic at the Raven Mall this past Saturday with special emphasis on employment law. President of the Rotary Club of Freeport, Bridget Major, says hosting the law clinic is all a part of the club's goal to continue assisting the community.
We have several lawyers in the club, and they thought that, people are out there, they want legal advice, they may not have the means to get legal advice, and so we put it on every year and encourage people to come down. If you have an issue that you want legal counsel on, we make ourselves and some of the lawyers from FIDA, which is an international organization of female lawyers, they assist us.
One of the attorneys present at the fair, Constance McDonald, says she hopes the fair serves its purpose to ensure the Bahamian people are more knowledgeable about the matters that are occurring in their respective lives.
The more aware that you are, and like the Bible says, my people perish from a lack of knowledge. See, so once the awareness is there in the community and they know their rights, then they can demand them, and people wouldn't be able to take advantage of you. And so that's what we try to do. Make sure that persons know their rights so that they don't be taken advantage of.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
And high school volleyball yesterday, some pretty good games in junior girls. You saw a lot of spikes and hits and bumps and all that stuff from Miko.
Awesome. Excited about that. Okay, that's coming up next. But first, here's your check on the local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway across from Caribbean Veterinary.
When you order a large Pizza Hut specialty pizza, you unlock a delicious deal. For a limited time, you can add a small one-topping pizza for just $2 more. Hawaiian, Supreme, barbecue chicken, meat lovers, and more flavors. And for just $2, you can double the deliciousness. But hurry, this mouth-watering twice as nice deal won't last forever. Call Pizza Hut Freeport at 352-9191 today.
Attention Freeport, get ready to fuel up faster with the Focal Smart Pass app. Say goodbye to long lines and hello to convenience at your fingertips. Pay at the pump and get back on the road in no time when you use the Focal Smart Pass app. Download the Focal Smart Pass app, fuel up faster at all Freeport Oil Company service stations. Download and fuel up faster today.
Get ready to flash into savings with the Grand Bahama Port Authority's Flash Friday series. Enjoy amazing deals, discounts, and surprises every Friday from November 22nd to December 13th. Shop local, save big, and even dash to win prizes. For more details, call 350-9000. It's Football Sundays at Prop Club Beach in the Grand Lucayan. Catch all the action from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. with happy hour deals all day. Great food, cold drinks, and your favorite teams. Call 373-1333 for more info.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet.
downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
We're in Ryland having a good old time.
Like a day-away trip, you can go to like...
After many years of not having a regatta, we are expecting it to be a bash.
How have you been enjoying regatta?
I had a wonderful time.
Oh, it's a turtle.
We fell in love with the island, and we fell in love with the people.
Join us on Friday, November 29th at 8:30 p.m. for the North Eagles Regatta. Tune in right here on the ZNS Network.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. First in Sports, after a long season, high school volleyball championships wrapped up yesterday over at St. George's Gym. LIS Junior Girls went up against BMES Junior Girls with all the marbles on the line. Both sets came down to the wire, but in the end, it was LIS Lady Buccaneers that won both sets, 19-15, 19-16, to win back-to-back titles in Junior Girls Division. Savannah McKinney was named MVP.
The girls have worked incredibly hard all year. Myself and Mr. Williams have worked very, very hard to try and get these girls to this position. It was a tight game. BMES are a great side. They play a lot of tough games against them, but I think we did pretty well to come through in the end.
Honestly, I was just like hoping that we win, and we practiced and we did so good during all the other games. And BMES beat us once, and we knew they were going to be competition. They're a good team. And my thoughts was honestly, let's pray. We can do this. We have good communication, and yeah.
Now in the junior boys title match, the same teams LIS took on BMES for the ultimate bragging rights to end the year. BMES won the first set 20-18. LIS would storm back to take set 2 19-17. But in the final set, the Warriors took control to take the third and final set 15-12 behind MVP Rudolph Thompson.
Preparation met opportunity. Coming up to the season, the boys went out, they prepared, they practiced. Anytime there wasn't a game, there was practice. They worked on their skills, they perfected it, they came out there today and they executed.
It feels great because last year we didn't win a single game, so it's like a comeback. So just really excited about it. You saw people were diving. They just put in the hustle and the work during practice.
And finally in sports, the Grand Bahama Independent School Association Basketball Tip-Off Classic concluded on the weekend with championship action. Blaze Elite won the senior boys title 39-20 against Greater Heights. Collins Lewis led the team with 10 points and 4 rebounds. However, Leroy Hyman was named MVP. And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Dave Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Portobello's at the Grand Lacayan invites everyone to a Thanksgiving celebration. Enjoy Sunday brunch on November 24th or Thankful Thursday on November 28th with a buffet and live entertainment. For more details and reservations, call 373-1333. Get ready to flash into savings with the Grand Bahama Port Authority's Flash Friday series. Enjoy amazing deals, discounts, and surprises every Friday from November 22nd to December 13th. Shop local, save big, and even dash to win prizes. For more details, call 350-9000.
This Christmas, stay connected through all the family traditions. Holidaying is unwrapping gadgets, gigs, and gift cards. Sign up for a $64.99 or higher postpaid plan and get a free smartphone. 3 gigs of bonus data for 3 months and a chance to win a $100 gift card. We've got you covered with the ultimate postpaid deals. For more postpaid offers, visit us online at bdcbahamas.com.
Freeport, don't buy that ticket just yet. The biggest Black Friday event is about to come your way. November 28th, 29th, and 30th. Mark your calendars. Bahamas Liquidation and Auction Center is bringing our 3 days of blackout right to your doorstep. Thousands of items from Amazon, Home Depot, and Walmart. all at their U.S. online listed prices, freight and duty paid. It's a shopping spree like you've never seen before. Don't believe us? Bring your phone and Google it. Join us at the large warehouse on West Settlers Way next to Thompson Trading. Don't miss out. Be there or be square.
Craving big Bahamian flavor? Get to Tropical Gyros, where you'll find juicy, boneless chicken that packs more meat, pound for pound. Filled with our Chef Culmer's loaded lineup, tender chicken, shrimp, salmon, lobster, grouper, and conch gyros, all topped with our signature tropical sauces. Gyros, bowls, salads, tri-jerk chicken, lemon chicken, lamb, or grilled veggies, dine in or take away. Visit us on West Settlers Way or call 602-7062. Tropical Gyros, Bahamian owned and packed with flavor. More meat in every bite.
Welcome to Lignum Vitae Market. This is where we curate as much locally made businesses as possible. That's people who are out there in the ground foraging for the bush teas that we make here, or they are right there at the kiln making ceramics that are Bahamian inspired, marine ocean inspired, that are really uplifting what Bahamian made means, that aesthetic, and taking it to the next level. So we're bringing it all together in one spot on Grand Bahama, so you can come and find things that you never knew were made in the Bahamas. You will find home goods here. You'll find things that are made of Bahamian batik material, and maybe it's a pot holder. You'll find candles that are inspired by Bahamian scents as well, like Long Island lavender. You will find food goods that are here that are honey, like local honey from Exuma. You can find us at number 1 Kings Road. That's right next to Bell Channel Inn if you're very familiar with Freeport. You can reach us by phone at 829-3354 or on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and that's at Lignum Vitae Market.
Hey there, welcome back to Health Bites. If you're over 50 and you're trying to live to 100 plus, you need these 4 supplements. Beet powder is great for energy and endurance, great for blood flow, and it's even great for your immune system. Turmeric is great to help reduce joint pain. It helps improve brain health, and it also helps to reduce inflammation. Omega-3s also help with brain health, heart health, and they can even help to improve your cholesterol. Black seed oil helps to boost immunity, helps to lower blood pressure, blood sugar, and it helps with overall health and wellness. If you're interested in any of the products in this video, or you just want some more information, stop by your nearest Fitness Connection location or shop online at shopfitnessconnection.com.
Your number 1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. We want to send our thoughts and prayers out to everyone that was affected by the tragic death of the 12-year-old in the nation's capital. And we admonish everyone to continue to pray for our country. As mentioned, that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs.
Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
Covering the news,
seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marcellus Hall and LaDon Davis. Live, starting September 16th.
The news is brought to you by BTC. For the fastest speed internet, get BTC Fiber. Sign up for a fiber bundle and get a $500 Visa gift card. Visit a retail store to sign up today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, a quick turnaround for detectives who today reached a critical juncture with investigations into the shocking death of a schoolgirl. Also, a collective sigh of relief as police confirm the safe return of 2 other children reported missing on Wednesday. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. 24 hours later, a nation still very much rocked, horrified, and devastated by the senseless killing of a child, 12-year-old Adriel Moxie. Police Commissioner Clayton Fernanda vowing last evening that he and his team will leave no stone unturned to find the person behind this heinous crime. And that they did. Altaviz Munnings joins us live in studio with the details coming out of today's press briefing at the Criminal Investigation Department. Altaviz, what can you tell us?
Makashla, it's been a long day, and I know police have been working very hard to make sure that they find some resolve in this case, and they did. So let's answer some questions the public may have on the police's investigation into the death of 12-year-old Adriel Moxie. She was identified by police earlier this afternoon. As I mentioned, she is the girl found yesterday off Bonefish Pond in the Faith Avenue area. Now, Police Commissioner Clayton Fernanda confirmed last night that the young girl was found dead on her back with only a top on and a piece of cloth tightly tied around her neck. And then, earlier this afternoon, police told the media at a press conference that it's too early in the investigation to determine if she was sexually molested and if she died from strangulation. Authorities have also yet to officially classify this incident as a murder. But what we can tell you tonight is that police are now questioning a man in relation to this gruesome incident.
We have taken a 32-year-old male into custody. He is a person of interest. And so our investigations continue, and as we continue to speak with this individual, I will be able to update you accordingly. He wasn't taken into custody shortly before 10 o'clock this morning in the Faith Gardens, Carmichael, Cowpen Road area.
Questions are also being posed about the Marcos alert system, and when do police determine the feasibility of issuing an alert? Assistant Police Commissioner for Information, Technology and Communications, Shivago Dames, explains.
The child was missing based on what we were told by the parents and the likes from Monday, the 18th, if I get the date correctly. But it was never reported to us until 10:30 on Tuesday. And so when it was reported to us, as I've mentioned, the due diligence was followed. We went and do our due diligence ensuring trying to find this young child, all right? We got, as the commissioner mentions, the drone outs, we got the dogs and things based on what the information was telling us. And so once we then got to a particular point, we realized we need now to disseminate that. We need the public's help based on what we are seeing. And so it was determined to disseminate a Marcos alert.
ACP Dames also clarified information that someone heard screams in the area, which was later reported to police with no response.
What I have heard and what was reported at the scene, that there was a young man who was walking in the area and said that he heard screams, and if I remember correctly, shined a light. It was never said to us, to my knowledge, that was reported to the police. But let me say here too, again, technology is in place. If such a call was made to the police, we have the technology in place to go back and to listen and to see if a call was made, especially if that call was made on 919. If such a call was made to the police of a young child of screaming in a particular area, I would dare say that our officers will react quickly to try to investigate and to see what's happening in that particular area.
Mukushla, an active investigation continues in this incident, but senior police officers want to make it clear that the Royal Bahamas Police Force is dedicated to ensuring all residents and their communities are safe. They are thanking the public for all the assistance they provide and reiterate the message that if you see or hear something, say something. Mukushla, back to you.
Well, thanks, Alzaviz. We can also tell you tonight that a vigil's planned for tomorrow evening at 6. Now, small in stature, seemingly defenseless against her perpetrator. Adriel's family left with the daunting task of confronting their worst fears. In the midst of it all, as some have speculated, a relative today disclosed the child faced, at the very least, attempted sexual assault by adults in her life. Our Danielle Dean has the details.
As Sasha Moxie, mother of preteen Anatole Rogers Junior High School student and country's latest homicide victim, Adriel Moxie, mentally prepared to ID the body of her only daughter, she grappled with this question.
How they could just do that to her like that? And she ain't never hurt no one. She wasn't fast or nothing like that.
The cousin of 12-year-old Adriel Moxie, Kitty Chipman, insists that social media critics simply do not know the full story.
Every time a missing child go up on Facebook, people say, oh, she with man. People always say that. Oh, she with man, she want to make home. But it don't want to be like that. And people don't be home, no current, no TV, no internet. So they won't go to internet and things. They want to make it happy.
Other close relatives of Adriel defended the mother of four's character, noting that although she may not have much, she did what she could for her daughter. An immediate family member who requested to remain anonymous said there have been previous instances when the mother's significant others tried to initiate sexual acts with Adriel, claiming that the mother filed countless complaints at both the Carmichael Road police station and with social services.
People say the parents are the fault, but every parent is wrong, way. Huh? Look out here. Where's Sasha family? No mommy, no aunties, no cousins. Huh? Where the church people talking on Facebook?
She says the village failed both Sasha and Adriel. Adriel's mother says there's only one thing she can do in the face of this tragic loss.
I just holding on.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, it goes without saying that Adriel's killing has reignited calls for the resumption of capital punishment. Here's the Prime Minister's stance on the ever-thorny issue.
Sentencing is a matter for the courts. It's not a matter for the executive. The court decides what would happen, right? And the court are constrained by what the law is. Hanging is on the books. It's not been suspended. It's just that certain criteria have to be met to be able to carry it out. So talking about what one has to exact after an offense has been committed, that's where not my focus right now. My focus is stopping offenses from being committed. It's on prevention, not on punishment at this time. Punishment has its place, and yes, people should be punished and would be punished according to law. But in the meantime, I think our efforts should continue to be in preventing things from happening.
Well, our coverage continues with National Security Minister, the Honourable Wayne Munro, who's adding his prayers and thoughts to those expressed by the Prime Minister last evening to Adriel Moxie's family. When asked about the growing number of young people reported missing, the Minister responded with this.
We have to be very concerned about every single young person in this country, as I just told the young man in this seminar by the Crisis Center and Rotary. They are all we have. We have to not let one of them be left behind, and we have to seek to protect each and every one of them.
The Minister also had this message for parents.
They're your children. You're the first line of defense for them. If they are missing, and it's a child, please encourage parents after they've made checks to make sure that the child isn't with another relative. If the child is missing, please report as soon as possible to the police so that efforts can be started as soon as possible. Children are inquisitive. Children are adventurous. The job of the parent, of course, is to do all they can to protect them. and the police are your willing partners with this. So as soon as you see something irregular, as soon as a child isn't where he or she is supposed to be, and you satisfy yourself that there's no explanation, the police are there to receive a report.
For Social Services Information and Broadcasting Minister, the Honorable Miles Laroda, the country lost its innocence a long time ago.
And we need to stop acting like we are this innocent community who are not familiar with some of the atrocities that has been taking place. The church is doing its part, the police is doing its part, the Department of Social Services is doing its part, but we echo the sentiments from this, that the family is the strongest foundation.
The minister implored the country to wake up.
We as a family, the family unit, and how we communicate, who we expose our children to, the school environment of our kids, who they're hanging out with, who they're speaking to on social media. All of these things have to be considered.
A demonstration outside CDU. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
In the chaos of our daily lives, it's easy to be caught up in the rush. But when you're behind the wheel, remember, rushing can lead to disaster. Don't rush. Take your time. Remember, your life and others depends on it. Slow down. Stay alert and arrive alive. Because in the race of life, it's not about how fast you get there, but how safely.
This message is brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
KFC is giving you more to love with our KFC Bucket Meals with large size. Get the KFC Family Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, family fries, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4. A KFC Deluxe Bucket with 10 pieces of delicious chicken, 2 larger sides, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4 to 6. Or a KFC Party Bucket with 15 pieces of our chicken, 3 larger sides, and 6 biscuits that feeds 6. And we'll handle the dishes, plates, and utensils included, so you can lick your fingers and reach. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
This Christmas, stay connected through all the family traditions. Holidaying is unwrapping gadgets, gigs, and gift cards. Sign up for a $64.99 or higher postpaid plan and get a free smartphone. 3 gigs of bonus data for 3 months and a chance to win a $100 gift card. We've got you covered with the ultimate postpaid deals. For more postpaid offers, visit us online at bdcbahamas.com.
Get ready, Nassau. Bahamas Liquidation and Auction Center is back with our annual 3 days of blackout. Mark your calendars for November 28th, 29th, and 30th. It's 3 days of unbelievable deals right here at home. We're bringing you thousands of items from Amazon, Home Depot, and Walmart. Everything at their online listed prices, freight and duty paid. Don't believe us? Bring your phone and Google it. Experience the U.S. prices right here in Nassau. Call us at 698-0123 or WhatsApp 557-2522. Meet us on Mackey Street. Don't miss out. See you there for 3 days of total blackout deals.
$10 deal available only at Marco's Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Man, let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Wait. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
Of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
Well, sadly for many, the events leading up to Adriel Moxey's discovery and the heart-wrenching conclusion evoking painful memories of young Marco Archer, the 11-year-old after whom an alert system was named. Archer, a 6th grader, was kidnapped back in 2011. His body eventually found in bushes behind an apartment complex on Yorkshire Drive. driven to action. A group of outraged Bahamians, many if not all mothers, took their position this morning just outside the Central Detective Unit, University Drive, holding placards that read, "One child missing is too many." Counted among the number of Senators Maxine Seymour and Michaela Barnett, as well as founder of Families of All Murder Victims, Candy Gibson.
There should be no wait time when a person reports a missing person. From they leave CDU, they should already have that paper to send out saying missing person or runaway person or lost individual or walk individual, and that's supposed to already be sent to their phone so they can now disseminate to their friends.
Now, the practice of waiting before issuing a Marcos alert has changed. Police Commissioner Clayton Fernanda announcing on the crime scene last evening that alerts will now be issued as soon as a child is reported missing. Well, a little girl yearning to be closer to God. That's how pastors of Restoration Kingdom Ministries described Adriel Moxie. Fighting back tears, they shared how this 12-year-old impacted their lives. Felicity Darville has this angle.
Every day, thousands of students are walking to and from school, even grade 1 students here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. In light of tragic incidents like these, it requires a collective approach to show care and concern for each and every child. Directly opposite Anatole Rogers School, Pastor Cleveland Wells and his wife host after-school programs, and Adriel was a part.
Small in stature, oh my Lord, but so powerful. You could not meet her and not be impacted by her.
She wanted to get to know more about God and how to better her life and how to get to college and how to make something of her life.
My last encounter with her, we were preparing for our pastoral anniversary, and she said some of the children from College Club had volunteered to be ushers, and she said, "That's my church. I want to be an usher. Sister Georgia, can I be an usher?" And I said to her, "Yes."
I know if we had church on Monday, we would have called ahead, been dropping her off, but we didn't have any programs.
Imagine being a 12-year-old little girl and having to walk this rocky, bushy, unlit path on the way home after dark. The Wellses say that on the days that she attended their church, her stepfather would meet her halfway to walk her home. Pastor Wells said the entire country has to come together to save our children.
I think as a country we need to find a way where we can put things in motion to help those among us that are challenged.
They say without a vision, the people will perish. Well, the gruesome discovery of this child occurred on World Children's Day. And according to Pastor Wells, the vision for this nation must entail the protection, the empowerment, and the upliftment of our children. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Well, fortunately, the story ends differently for two other minors reported missing yesterday, 10-year-old Evan Olisma and 16-year-old Kayvano Farrington. But according to Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Chrysalyn Skippings, investigators have noticed a pattern of disciplinary challenges.
In the instance of 10-year-old Evan, there was a communication breakdown between the guardians of young Evan. And so I'm pleased to say that he has been located. He and his guardian was here this morning, and they've been spoken to by the officers here at the Criminal Investigations Department. As it relates to 16-year-old Kayvano Farrington, he and his father were here this morning. We had a very candid conversation with him and his father. Again, discipline issues. Young people don't want to be disciplined. The young people don't want to adhere to rules and regulations. And so I'm pleased to say that both of them are in good health.
According to police, a 16-year-old girl was also reported missing last evening. She returned home safely shortly before midnight. Children going missing running away, abuse, neglect, and in young Adriel's case, death. The differing levels of trauma of grave concern to founder of Marriage Children Family Alliance movement, Cheryl Joaquin, who attributes it to a degradation of the family. The sad reality, she says, is that some parents are just not available.
Children are taking care of themselves. And so because that structure is not in place, and the mother is working probably multiple jobs, the father is unfortunately sometimes nowhere to be found, the child is on their own. And I have experienced this. I not only speak about families on a whole, I've experienced this within my own family, family circles. And it's because we don't have that structure and that support within the family. And so it's a matter of, in some cases, going to work to try to make the dollar, or in a similar case, or going to the school and talking to the principal about your child who isn't going to school.
This portion of the news is brought to you by folk called Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
A decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
It's good to be alive this holiday season. Alive is partnering with Western Air to bring 4 lucky Bahamian students home for the holidays for free. If you're a student studying in Florida, all you have to do is share a creative video showing us why it's good to be home for the holidays with the hashtags.
It's good to be home and it's good to be alive.
And don't forget to check out our live social media pages and bealive.com to see if you're eligible.
It's good to be alive when things free.
And it's even better to be home for the holidays.
Man, this ain't making no sense, man. How people making it out here, Dre?
If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you gotta learn how to budget. First, write down all of your income. Then, list out all of your expenses. And don't forget to save. Stop throwing away money. Put something aside for savings. And get this, government savings bonds can safely grow your money. So start budgeting, save your coins, and invest smart. Financial independence, wait. Financial independence, wait. Learn how to invest in government savings bonds on the Central Bank of the Bahamas website.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Well, Jimmy and Desmond are waiting by to join us. Well, actually are joining us live to give us a sneak peek of Access Now. Guys?
Well, hello, Makashlo. We're going to be talking with a special artisan tonight who is going to show you what you could do with some conch shells.
Should be quite interesting, Jimmy.
I think so.
Yes.
Sounds real good. Sounds real creative. Stay with us. Our feature story is up next.
In the Bahamas, island time is real. The history of Morris Lumber Company, established in 1945, is etched into the fabric of this proud island nation. It's a story that deserves to be celebrated in full color, and that's where we come in. Morris, the paint place, has been bringing color and vitality to homes and businesses across the Bahamas. Here, color is more than just a hue, it's a symbol of life. Together, we can paint a brighter future.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
With all that's been going on, we invite you to remember that it is still the most wonderful time of the year, and BTC is holidaying to give you that wonderful feeling. But exactly what do you need to do to get those stocking stuffers? Well, marketing manager Stacey Mackey says there are so many offerings. Customers can sign up for various attractive plans, or they can participate in the Text to Win campaign.
Now, we have an assortment of prizes, over 300 prizes. That includes Going Places voucher, Super Value voucher, as well as Rubus vouchers. Also, every week for 5 weeks, we will be pulling one lucky winner to win $1,000. That's a $1,000 Visa gift card. Now, if you pay your bill in full, right, and on time, we are entering you to win as well the $20,000 jackpot. So I would say that's a lot.
Sounds good enough. That does it for the national report, though, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
This year, your best year yet. Education is the key to success, and the University of the West Indies Global Campus Bahamas is your partner in success. Take a course that increases your value in a matter of weeks, or get that degree you've been dreaming of with convenient online learning. Visit us at global.uwi.edu/Bahamas, call 323-6593, or WhatsApp 456-6687 today.
Blessings gonna find me.
This Christmas, stay connected through all the family traditions. Holidaying is unwrapping gadgets, gigs, and gift cards. Sign up for a $64.99 or higher postpaid plan and get a free smartphone. 3 gigs of bonus data for 3 months and a chance to win a $100 gift card. We've got you covered with the ultimate postpaid deals. For more postpaid offers, visit us online at bdcbahamas.com.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
It was a day of fresh beginnings as the groundbreaking ceremony for the highly anticipated Hilltop Agri-Village took place in the Centerville constituency. The new community farm, designed to serve as a vibrant agricultural hub for constituents and tourists alike, promises to cultivate not only crops, but also a spirit of community. And no one was more excited about this agricultural revolution than Centerville's very own MP and Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, Jomo Campbell.
It is a day truly filled with promise, hope, and a commitment to shaping a sustainable future for this community. As many of you know, agriculture is not merely a means of sustenance. It is the backbone of economies, the heart of communities, and a vital link to our rich cultural heritage. Hilltop Agri-Village represents a remarkable opportunity for us to revitalize our agricultural sector, foster economic development, and promote environmental stewardship.
Chairman of the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute, Tyrone Fowler, echoed the same optimism in his speech, praising the project as a model for sustainable farming across the country.
Let me tell you
this is the first of what is yet to come. Our next stop will be, well, the Prime Minister isn't here yet, Cat Island. We'll be taking this innovation. And then we're going to head to Eleuthera.
But the biggest applause was saved for the keynote speaker, Prime Minister Philip Davis, who took the stage with a confident stride and a message of hope.
We need to have food security. And the only way we could be able to do that is for all of us to get on board and champion this farming industry. In the case of the Hilltop Agri-Village, it's also about putting Bahamian food culture at the heart of our tourism product. My friends, the future is truly bright for agriculture in the Bahamas. And I want to thank you all for being here to witness another initiative in that regard.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Bahamas Department of Corrections recognizes International Men's Day. Details straight ahead.
Plus, our live guest tonight is going to show you the beauty of the conch shell.
Bahamas Striping, making sure everyone experiences the spirit of Thanksgiving. Stay close for that.
And coming up in sports, the QC Comets stole the Big Red Machine in girls softball.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Well, a pleasant good evening. I'm Desmond Son, is sitting in for Marcellus Hall.
And I'm Jiminita Swain. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Fancy meeting you here, back in the saddle again, but it's great. Great experience.
Yes, it is a great experience. I see that Marcellus is off to some big sporting event tonight.
Yes, he is. And in his words, let's dive straight into the news this evening. Men in law enforcement, one day post-International Men's Day, honored for being impactful in their areas of discipline. The officers spoke of the importance of being role models for those incarcerated. Danielle Dean has a story.
With so many young men incarcerated due to crime including murder, other violent acts, and robberies, 100 correctional officers, past and present, were awarded tokens of appreciation for their invaluable service to the prison system. Ashwood W. Turnquest, Assistant Commissioner of Corrections, noted that many programs are available to steer young men from a life of crime.
I know it is plenty programs out there in the community that could help our young men. And if plenty of them go to these programs, we will have better societies.
When they enter the prison, it is men like Principal Corrections Officer Brendolph Butler who achieved a number of firsts, including first aid to the Deputy Commissioner and first to be a VIP protection officer trained by the RBPF Security Intelligence Branch. He appreciates the recognition.
Men should be recognized, even as he said in Ecclesiastes 12, remember the days of thy youth. And we have to focus more on men for the amount of things that are happening worldwide.
Former Sergeant Nigel Roll saw the event's theme, Positive Male Role Models, as a charge to men in the department.
Our men need now to get together and try to help pull those young men that we have going around the streets doing a bunch of foolishness, pull them up, bring them in, and let's help those people because they really need it.
In that regard, Assistant Commissioner Turnquest spoke to the effectiveness of programs like the infamous shock treatment, used to get wayward Bahamian youth on the straight and narrow.
We try to carry them in the areas and show them what is going on in the institution, and hopefully they will change their mind and turn away, that when they go back to their society, they don't go down that road to even do crime and come back in there.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, a spirit of generosity was on full display today as 3 feeding networks and 4 senior homes in New Providence received much-needed donations from 2 Bahamian companies. James Curling, CEO of Tycoon Group of Companies, and Devon Williams of Best Class Group of Companies provided hygiene products and financial support to assist some of the most vulnerable in our communities. Curling emphasized their commitment to support local communities.
I am so happy today that I've met the people who really reach out. God has blessed them to bless the poor, and I'm happy to meet them in person. And God knows that I am going to do my best to help and assist feeding the poor of this country.
The donations included wipes, adult and infant diapers, and bladder control pads. Shantez Turnquest, a nurse at Pat's Senior Citizens Home, expressed gratitude, highlighting the challenges they face in meeting certain needs for their elderly residents.
A donation like this for the home is tremendous because the challenges that we face with being able to keep our patients in dry diapers and the bed pads on the bed is very important. You can't have enough diapers and bed pads for your elderly patients, okay? Because they face challenges of incontinence, and sometimes they're dementia patients and Alzheimer's patients, and you know, they're a challenge all in itself. So being provided with items like these, it comes in, I wouldn't even say handy, it's more of a blessing.
Well, with dozens of residents in senior homes and feeding networks assisting hundreds across the island, Curlin says this is just one donation of many to come.
Well, we're just 8 days away. Thousands of families across the Bahamas that have been struggling financially will receive delectable and scrumptious Thanksgiving meals thanks to the efforts of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies and their corporate partners. West Calix Forbes has more.
For many families across the Bahamas, Thanksgiving is a time to gather around the table to give thanks for the blessings around the year and to share meals filled with love and warmth. But for some, this year's holiday season has been marked with hardship and uncertainty. Bahamas Striping Group of Companies aims to fill the need with the goal to feed 25,000 individuals throughout 13 family islands.
As a kid, not just the time with big meals, but also time where we came together as a family. And I think that what was important with this initiative is for those same memories, for people that are going through tough times now to be able to still be able to experience that.
More hope is on the way as Exclusive Aviations has partnered with Bahamas Striping Group of Companies for the second year with its Let's Make a Difference initiative.
For us, with our nonprofit side of things, we're always looking for ways and how we can help. And so Bahamas Striping seems to have the same focus or mission as well, and I'm more than certain that there's more things that we're going to work along with them in the future.
However, the need is far from over. Bahamas Striping Group of Companies and its partners have pledged to continue helping throughout the holiday season and beyond, but the demand is overwhelming. For every family they help, there are others in need still hoping for a meal and a chance to sit at a table to feel as if they matter.
We're not a big company at all. We're a very small operation, and you would just be surprised what little can do so much for others, you know. So, you know, I just encourage everyone, whether individual or corporate sponsors as well, to see whatever little they can do.
For the Bahamas Tonight at Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, I'm West Calix Forbes.
Well, still to come, David Clare is here with us today, the man with the plan for conch shells. Check out his artistry on the other side of the break. Back after this.
Supermarkets. Rainbow sliced beets, 15 ounce, $1.29. All chicken wings, $1.89 per pound. Fresh limes, 3 for $1. Great American white shrimp meat, 12 ounces, $3.99. Sunny Delight smooth or tiny, 64 ounces, 2 for $5. A full variety of Butterball and Tanio turkeys, plus regular picnic hams, are at super value and quality. Supermarkets.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Here at Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with a variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
back. You're looking at a live shot there of Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium, shot by our drone pilot Neville Smith. Let's take a trip to the beautiful island of Exuma.
Family Island News is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Exuma is, believe it or not, said to consist of over 375 islands and keys. The largest of these islands is Great Exuma, which is 37 miles in length. For those who don't know, the capital of Georgetown was founded in 1793, home of the world-famous swimming pigs, arguably. Exuma is touted as having the best and clearest waters in all the Bahamas, even seen clearly from outer space. A trip to Exuma from Nassau takes about half-hour tops. You should check it now. Turning things over to Jimenita, who's going to tell us who's conking around. Jimmy?
Yes, Desmond. The waters of Exuma are beautiful indeed. And speaking of the waters, our guest tonight went into the beautiful waters and retrieved something that makes us think of the saying that people say one man's trash is another man's treasure. David Clare joins us in studio with treasures of the conch shell. Welcome to Access Now, Mr. Clare. These are definitely beautiful, but most people tend to toss away the conch shells after they get the conch out. But I see that you decided to keep them and make beautiful art pieces. Why the conch shell? Why did that inspire you so much?
Well, some years ago, I went in the straw market, and the guys, they used to do the shells, but they were just carving, you know. So I tell them, I can take it to the next level.
And you can do something different.
I can do something different.
So I see a lot of the pieces feature either flora and fauna, which is flowers and marine life. Is there, that's something significant to you, a special inspiration?
Not really, you know. It's just that some of the flowers that I do, they're like weed.
Oh.
They're small, you know. I may do some like hibiscus and the roses and stuff, but most of the small flowers like that, they're along the side of the walkway.
And I see a lot of your pieces are very intricate. And I see you have a crab here, you have some butterflies, ladybugs. Do you sell these pieces?
Not as yet. I mean, I sold a few of them, yeah.
But it's a work in progress.
But it's a work in progress.
But when you get ready and you are selling them, where can persons find you or contact
you?
Because I'm sure they will be calling after they see your pieces
They'll
tonight.
have to get my number from me.
Okay, okay, and that's exotic shells?
Yeah, that's on my back, yeah? That's it right there.
He came prepared.
You got it?
Yes, I think they got it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Clare, for joining us. And these are definitely beautiful, beautiful artistic pieces. Continue to do well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Coming up in sports for tonight, the Comets soaring high. We'll tell you how they swept their way to a championship just ahead in sports.
Get ready to celebrate the incredible Bahamian legends of the sea. Tune in to the Anchor Awards this Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on ZNS. And join us for a fun-filled tribute to our maritime heroes.
It feels overwhelming, and it's about time. Fishermen are honored.
Ready to insure your ride? Our new website is ready for you. Visit jsjohnson.com. Go to About, select Coverages, go to Auto, and click Get a Quote. We've made it easier than ever to request a quote online. Fill in all the required fields. When you're done, hit Submit. You'll receive a response via email within 24 hours. Visit jsjohnson.com today.
With cheese never tasted so good. 100% flame grilled beef, now juicier.
with fresh ingredients as usual. And even fluffier buns. The Whopper with cheese. Bigger, better, tastier. Get a regular combo for only $9. Only at Burger King Nassau.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at a service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in your car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
Well, welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. It was championship day again at the Freedom Farm baseball fields as the BISS softball championships continued. In the girls division, junior girls first up, QC Comets trying to close out their series against SAC. Big Red Machine with an early lead, but that would be short-lived. Comets come back, they take the lead and would never look back, holding off a late surge in the final inning to win it 17-15. They sweep the best of 3 series, 2-0. Comets players Aaliyah Smith and Caitlin McWilliams happy with the win.
I feel excited. I mean, the coaches, they put in the effort, the time, the days, the hours we spent honing our skills, trying to get better. But the team, they came out very strong. We still fought through it.
It feels really good. It's defending our championship name from 2023. And we fought to the best of our abilities to make it here.
Now, SAC coach Ashika Kuma disappointed in the loss, but hopes to be back again next year.
Well, we were the pennant winners. We dig deep. Unfortunately, we just didn't come out on top. Sometimes, certain things happen for a reason. I guess there's some reason tonight. I don't know what it is yet. But next time, I just hope the girls listen to the coaches. But they dig deep, and we really came back. We just didn't come up with a win.
Senior girls, again, Comets versus SAC. And again, it would be the Comets soaring to another championship victory as they make it a double dip celebration in a close game, 9-7, taking this series as well, 2-0 sweep. Needless to say, the Comets players ecstatic at the win and the double championship.
It feels good, that's what we do, Comets rides all the time.
It feels amazing, knowing how hard we worked all season and that it finally pays off that we get to bring the trophies home.
I am very proud of the senior girls and the junior girls. It is amazing for another clean sweep, the juniors and the seniors, and hopefully we continue to do it next year.
And that's it. You look at sports for you here on this beautiful Thursday. Of course, our Thursday weather forecast just ahead. Stay with us.
And we're all the way in Nassau. You got it? Okay. Yes, you're right.
Eleuthera for tomorrow? No problem.
Hardware is the helpful place. Everything you need under one roof. From electrical, paint, plumbing, outdoor, barbecue, automotive, lawn and garden, pet supply, houseware, and seasons. Hurricane season is now here, so for all your hurricane needs, we have a 25% off bargain zone.
Hey, thanks. I would have given more stuff, but I didn't bring my money. I thought this was a club, and I thought everything was free. Finally know what it is now.
Ace. We're located on St. Albans Drive, West Bay Street. Open Monday to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and closed for lunch 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Our company has a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Clint Watson has been the trusted voice of journalism for over 2 decades. He is your first choice for hard-hitting discussions, your best choice for current affairs issues and investigative journalism. It's time to start the journey of relentless journalism. It's time to start the journey of facts over fiction. It's time for The Rundown with Clint Watson here on ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Talk about it.
Well, it's time now for your Access Weather Forecast, and we do have our live weather radar, which is showing some showers that passed through early this evening. That's associated with a front system that pushed through, but some cool down is expected behind that. Temperatures are expected to drop into the low 60s, so you're going to need those jackets over the weekend.
Well, thanks, Russell, and makes you feel like this is cool weather.
Clint Watson has been the trusted voice of journalism for over 2 decades. He is your first choice for hard-hitting discussions, your best choice for current affairs issues and investigative journalism. It's time to start the journey of relentless journalism. It's time to start the journey of facts over fiction. It's time for The Rundown with Clint Watson here on ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, you know, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars, and then forget about them until the next Members time. Of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
Well, we do apologize. Just having some bit of technical difficulties with our weather forecast, but cool weather temperatures makes it feel like Christmas, right?
Definitely. We're just a month shy of Christmas, so it is exciting, and I'm feeling it already.
Oh, I'm feeling great, too. And what are we going to hear from Maitea Cunningham? Talk Socials. Here it is.
Good evening, beautiful people. Maitea here, and you're watching Let's Talk Socials. Tonight, we're diving into a heated topic on the social media hot topic scale, Marco alerts. If you've been on social media over the past 48 hours, you know it's been the center of conversation. For those unfamiliar, Marco alerts are similar to the Amber Alert system in the United States. These alerts notify the public via personal cell phone of a missing child or, in some cases, a missing adult. Launched in 2022, the system is named after Marco Archer, an 11-year-old victim of a tragic kidnapping and murder in 2011. Social media is abuzz with criticism of the system's effectiveness, particularly with delays in notifications. Users express outrage that alerts often go out 48 hours or more after a person is reported missing. This delay is seen as critical, especially in the light of the heartbreaking case of 12-year-old Adriel Moxie, whose recent disappearance and tragic death shook the nation. So, what's the update? Authorities have announced adjustments to the Marco Alert system, promising that alerts will now be sent out immediately once a child is reported missing. What do you think about these changes? Will they restore confidence in the system? Once again, I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
Well, Matea makes the day with Let's Talk Socials. I enjoyed that segment.
Yes, quite a good addition to the news ZNS.
Well, that's going to do it for our show. I mean, it was just grand here seeing all these beautiful conch shells. The artist himself doing a great job. Appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Well, definitely stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson. That's up next. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
What does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal? At the check-in counter? At security checkpoints? Or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports and 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? Keep your family and home safe with these few fire safety preparation and prevention tips. Ensure that your home has working smoke detectors. They will alert you if there is smoke and fire in your home. Install a smoke detector on every level of your home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. Test smoke detectors every month and change the batteries every 6 months. Home fires can spread rapidly and every second counts. Create an escape plan and practice it with everyone in your home. Make sure everyone can safely escape in less than 2 minutes. Keep escape routes as clutter-free as possible so no one trips or falls on the way out during an emergency. In addition to smoke detectors, fire extinguishers is an important device to have on hand. To use a fire extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side at the base of the fire. We must all do our parts to ensure that our families and homes are safe in the event a fire occurs. On behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the Director of Fire Services, and all officers of the fire department, let's work together to help prevent fires, because fire safety is everyone's responsibility, and the life you save may be your own.
At Harold One, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.
The Rundown is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us for another evening. Well, it's a story that literally gripped the nation. The unfortunate and tragic death of 12-year-old Adrielle Moxie, leaving residents bewildered. How such a young life could be taken away so soon and in such a tragic way. We revealed the police's initial details in last night's show, quoting Police Commissioner Clayton Fernando. The young girl was found dead on her back with only a top on and a piece of cloth was tightly tied around her neck. The incident leaving many questions, more than answers nationwide. It's without question that the young preteen's family is distraught. Her mother, Sasha Moxie, had to mentally prepare herself to officially identify her only daughter's body today at the Princess Margaret Hospital's morgue. Her question, why would someone do something like that? Fortunately, we've been at this junction before. Police have been investigating too many gruesome incidents like this, putting a scar on the country's family unit. Well, tonight, we're hearing more on the police's investigation into the tragic death of Adrielle Moxie. Police telling the media at a press conference that it's too early in the investigation to determine if she was sexually molested and if she died from strangulation. Authorities have also yet to officially classify this incident as a murder. Now, Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Kristen Skippings confirming that officers are now questioning a man in relation to this gruesome incident.
We have taken a 32-year-old male into custody. He is a person of interest, and so our investigations continue, and as we continue to speak with this individual, I will be able to update you accordingly. He wasn't taken into custody shortly before 10 o'clock this morning in the Faith Gardens, Carmichael Cowpen Road area.
Now, questions are also being posed about the Marcos alert system. When do police determine the feasibility of issuing an alert? Well, Assistant Police Commissioner for Information Technology and Communications, Shivago Dames, explains.
The child was missing based on what we were told by the parents and the likes from Monday, the 18th, if I get the date correctly. But it was never reported to us until 10:30 on Tuesday. And so when it was reported to us, as I've mentioned, the due diligence was followed. We went and do our due diligence ensuring, trying to find this young child, all right? We got, as the commissioner mentions, the drone outs, we got the dogs and things based on what the information was telling us. And so once we then got to a particular point, we realized we need now to disseminate that. We need the public's help based on what we are seeing. And so it was determined to disseminate a Marcos alert.
Now, fortunately, the story ends differently for two other minors reported missing yesterday. 10-year-old Evan Olisma and 16-year-old Kavano Farrington. But according to Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Kristen Skippings, investigators have noticed a pattern of disciplinary challenges. So there they are there, the gentleman there obviously found. The audio we wanted to play for you with Chief Superintendent Skippings is actually Chief Superintendent Skippings talking about the fact that these two boys who were also issued Marcos alerts yesterday have now been found. And they've returned, actually, I should say. They haven't been found. They returned. One showed up at school, and the other one, I understand the same thing happened. They said they did talk to the parents the father in the incident of one of the boys, and their experience, they explained, I guess, for lack of better words, to say that there was some communication challenges as far as why the child was reported missing, and the child then later showed up. The other parent said there were some challenges there as far as the child going away from home because of disciplinary actions. You know, the reality is, and I think it's so important to say it here, and that is we do see a trend. And the trend isn't missing children. The trend is disciplinary actions in the homes. And the trend is, of course, being able to parent our children, being able to monitor our children, being able to effectively know where they are, how they're going where they're going, how they're returning when they're returning, and really how do we govern our homes. I've seen a lot of social media talk about this incident today, and it's not about placing blame, whether it's the mother, whether it's the father, whether it's the family, and even the family are laying blame at society, whether society failed, whether the school failed, whether the church failed. Everyone's pointing fingers, but the reality is there's a responsibility on all parties involved. Whether you're an organization, you have a responsibility. Whether you're a parent, you certainly have a responsibility. And that responsibility, that parental responsibility, can never be given to anyone else. That is yours solely. When you bring a child into this world, or you take a child under your wing, you are solely responsible for their well-being. Now, if the school pitches in, great. If the church pitches in, wonderful. If the civic organizations are involved, hooray. But the responsibility of rearing a child belongs to the family. And that's why we hear people talk all the time, I'm a single mother, it's hard. Well, that's why it's the responsibility of the family. Not just one person, not just a parent, but parents, plural. But aunts, uncles, grandparents, it is a joint collective effort, but it belongs to the family. And too often times, families point fingers to external forces. Those aren't the ones responsible for your child. You are. And if you can't be responsible, another family member should be designated the responsibility. That is the first line of defense. And it doesn't mean that things can't happen even if you are responsible. But it means that a strong first line of defense is in place, and a mechanism is in place to address security and safety of our children. You cannot delegate that authority elsewhere. Everywhere else is a support system. A support system means I am not the main source. I provide additional support. And we have to understand it as a society. So when we are on social media complaining and pointing fingers, I'm blaming every organization, I'm blaming every law enforcement agency, I'm blaming what's not in place, I'm blaming laws that are not in place, or blaming all of the things that we believe are the issues, it all comes down at the end of the day to our collective responsibility in our homes. We've said it before on this show, we say it again. Our family structure is in trouble. And when family structure is in trouble, the entire society begins to deteriorate because morals are devoid of being taught and protection is few and far between. It's important. Now, it goes without saying that Adriel's killing has reignited calls for the resumption of capital punishment. Here's what the Prime Minister stands on this controversial issue. He addressed it this afternoon. Here's what the Prime Minister said.
Sentencing is a matter for the courts. It's not a matter for the executive. The court decides what would happen, right? And the court are constrained by what the law is. Hanging is on the books. It's not been suspended. It's just that certain criteria have to be met to be able to carry it out. So talking about what one has to exact after an offense has been committed, that's not my focus right now. My focus is stopping offenses from being committed. It's on prevention, not on punishment at this time. Punishment has its place, and yes, people should be punished and would be punished according to law. But in the meantime, I think our efforts should continue to be in preventing things from happening.
Well, Adriel was a little girl yearning to be closer to God. That's how her pastors of Restoration Kingdom Ministries described who she was. Fighting back tears, they shared how this 12-year-old impacted their lives. Here's Felicity Darville with that.
Every day, thousands of students are walking to and from school, even grade 1 students here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. In light of tragic incidents like these, it requires a collective approach to show care and concern for each and every child. Directly opposite Anatole Rogers School, Pastor Cleveland Wells and his wife host after-school programs, and Adriel was a part.
Small in stature, oh my Lord, but so powerful. You could not meet her and not be impacted by her.
She wanted to get to know more about God and how to better her life and how to get to college and how to make something of her life.
My last encounter with her, we were preparing for our pastoral anniversary, and she said some of the children from College Club had volunteered to be ushers. And she said, that's my church. I want to be an usher. Sister Johnny, can I be an usher? And I said to her, yes.
I know if we had church on Monday, we would have called ahead, been dropping her off. But we didn't have any programs.
Imagine being a 12-year-old little girl and having to walk this rocky, bushy, unlit path on the way home after dark. The Wellses say that on the days that she attended their church, her stepfather would meet her halfway to walk her home. Pastor Wells said the entire country has to come together to save our children.
I think as a country, we need to find a way where we can put things in motion to help those among us that are challenged.
They say without a vision, the people will perish. Well, the gruesome discovery of this child occurred on World Children's Day. And according to Pastor Wells, the vision for this nation must entail the protection, the empowerment, and the upliftment of our children. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Thank you, Felicity. And the last thing I say on this topic as we go to a break is simply this. If we're going to advocate for anything, let's make it positive causes like trying to find safe ways and safe spaces for our children, safe ways to get them to and from school if parents don't have transportation, being able to protect our nation's youth, finding out vulnerable roads like this and being able to get them paved and well lit. There's so many youth organizations, so many companies in this country who have already donated time and efforts and money to building up our communities. We're going to talk to one of them later on tonight. But they are community-minded companies and organizations who are willing to partner with the civic organizations to make our environment a safe space for our young people. Those are the kind of things we have to be spending our time on social media advocating for, not foolishness. Let's take our energy and put it in directions that build a better country for our young people, build a future for our children tomorrow. Those are the positive things that we lobby for. Those are the things where we have to put our energy in. That is where success lies, even in governance, being able to make our environment safer, more endurable, and more community-minded for our young people. When will it become enough? We talk about these stories when they come up oftentimes too much. We talk about them. We express our concerns, our anger, our frustration. And then, in another week time, you forget about it. And you're on to some other frivolous discussion. But if you truly are being impacted by what's happening in our country, don't just stand on the sidelines. Become a part of the solution, and let's build a better society, and let's protect our young people, and let's look out for them. That is the best way to utilize your voice or even your fake profile on Facebook. Still to come tonight, some positive news about the country's youth. We'll share the latest on the National Youth Guard. And then, of course, a little later, a major initiative taking place throughout this entire country a week from today that's spreading love and care. We'll talk all about it. You're watching The Rundown. We're back after this.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Chapter One Bookstore at University of the Bahamas believes in the power of words. They have your next great adventure or that affordable textbook you need. You can go anywhere with a good book. To the library, to have coffee in a cafe, to the pool, to a cozy chair at home. And when you finish your book, you can browse for more good books from Chapter One. Chapter One Bookstore, open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., or shop online all day, every day at chapteronebooks.store.
You're going to get more to be thankful for from BTC this November. They're teaming up with What's Trending to give away a $200 Visa gift card and a Bahamas Air voucher. Just email the latest paid receipt from either your BTC postpaid or fiber internet account to saleshq@znsbahamas.com, and you will be entered to be one of the lucky 2 winners whose names will be announced on What's Trending on November 28th, Thanksgiving Day. More to be thankful for from BTC, only on What's Trending.
Welcome back to the Rundown. A special good night to all of you who are watching my social media, those of you on YouTube, those of you in the Lion's Den on Facebook. Good to have you. It's always good to be talking to you throughout the show and hearing your views on matters. We look forward to being able to dialogue on that level. Well, it's been several years since the country's youth have participated and graduated from, I'm sure you've heard it before, the National Youth Guard. By definition, the Guard is a youth program focused on equipping young people with the tools needed to assist the nation with the help of private and public agencies during national emergencies, such as natural disasters. Now, last year, Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, touted the Bahamas National Youth Guard program, quote, as one of the most important initiatives on the roster of goals for this administrative term, end quote. Tonight, we'll tell you how you can join its successes and what's ahead for the future and what they really do. Here in the studio is National Youth Guard Coordinator, Royal Bahamas Defense Force female Captain Sonia Miller. And of course, we're also joined, I want you to introduce the gentleman who's with you tonight as well. Welcome, first of all.
Welcome, good night.
Good night.
We have here Chief Petty Officer Kelsey Missick.
Kelsey Missick. Welcome, so good to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start with this, if you would, Captain, and telling us a little bit about the National Youth Guard, because people probably heard it, saw it. Some people actually think it's not true, it's not happening, and then another set of people may question, well, what do they do? So tell us about the National Youth Guard program.
Well, you would have mentioned it previously. The Bahamas National Youth Guard program is a youth development program focused on equipping young Bahamians between the ages of 18 and 25 years of age with the tools and skills necessary to assist during a national emergency or crisis, such as hurricanes.
Mm-hmm. Now, has this actually been tested yet?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Okay, all right.
We were able to see our youth guards in action recently.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I would start from the beginning of the year,
okay,
where we had some wildfires.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 youth guards in North Andros. They assisted there with outing wildfires there in North Andros. Then we had another youth guard during the passage of Hurricane Milton. She worked in the EOC in Grand Bahama, and she also assisted with warehouse duties. Wow. And most recently, during Hurricane Oscar there in Inagua, we had a young man who assisted with home roof repairs, placing tops on board on at least 33 homes. And so we see the program works. This initiative is considered the flagship programs of the Davis administration, and it aligns with his strategic focus on youth empowerment. So I can sit here today proud, as a proud coordinator, to say that the program is working. We can see our youths when they join the program, they come in timid, shy when they leave the program. Actually, when they leave the training, they leave empowered. You can see their leadership has been enhanced. They get military training. They get some technical trainings. And so we also include soft skills. We've partnered with the best agencies in the countries. We've partnered with the National Training Agency, and they come in and they provide the soft skills training. We've also partnered with the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, BTVI. They get the technical skills. And so that combined with other key stakeholders like the DRM Authority and the Bahamas Department of Meteorology, and all of these other good organizations who come in and give us their full support. They're on board with us and they provide valuable training to these young men and women.
I can vouch. I know here at the Broadcasting Corporation we've had persons who've come from the National Youth Guard, and they've become very productive. They come with certain skills, they develop other skills, but most importantly, they're respectful, they're mannerly, and they know how to dovetail right into the program. So there are some strong people that have come out of this program.
Yes. I can proudly boast to say, you know, we have people come into the program and they're not employed. I can go back to our last cohort. We have about 85% employment now.
Wow.
So the program works. And one of the other key objectives of the program is to ensure our young people are employable.
Right.
And so when they leave the program, they leave with certifications and certificates and training how to do resume writing and how to conduct themselves when they go on the interview, how to sell themselves, you know, to make their employers want to hire them.
Is there also a physical component to the program, physical work? Because I'm thinking that the Defense Force officers are kind of dealing with this. There must be some level of discipline or training that they go through as well.
Well, you know, you can't come on Defense Force base if we don't put a little military discipline into you. And part of that military discipline is the physical aspect. You have the physical aspect. They get up every morning around 4:30.
Around what time?
4:30.
Oh, no.
Or it could be early, it could be at 4, depending on what's happening or what our schedule looks like. But for most cases, it's around 4:30. They get up and they do their physical before they prep for rounds, their inspections.
Is the training done on the Defense Force base?
Yes. The training is in 3 phases. We have a 10-week on-board training at HMBS Coral Harbor Base. Once they've completed that, then we roll right into our 6 weeks internship program. And then once they've completed that, they graduate from the program. However, they remain on call for another 18 months. And so if there's any crisis or any emergency happens,
and you call them, they got to respond.
We call them up. Yes, they respond.
Do they have an option to respond?
Well, you know, we haven't placed that mandatory option on them, but we give them, it's a volunteerism program. And so but right now, with the expansion of the program, we would like to keep it that way. But I can say we've had good responses, good numbers volunteering their services when we make the call.
How do you qualify, or is there a particular kind of recruit you're looking for? Are you looking for people who are not working or who may have challenges, or is it just any young person that applies, then you now scrutinize and determine who are you looking for? Because young people might be out there, or parents will be out there saying, I wonder if this program is something I can get my child involved in. Is there a particular criteria you're looking for?
Well, we're looking for young people between the ages of 18 and 25 years of age. So if you're home, sitting on the couch, nothing to do, you're not, you feel like you have a lot more to offer to society and you can't figure out what it is that you need to do, we invite you to join and sign up for the program. The thing about this program is there's no educational requirement. And so it's there. It's available for all. You know, we have people who are unemployed, and one of the things we want to do is help them with employment.
And to become employable.
And so if you're unemployed, especially those individuals, you know, this is a good program for you to make yourself more employable. And in the long run, you'll see you will benefit from the program.
I want to get Kelsey Missick, I don't want you to sit here enjoying her talking. I know she's doing such a great job. Tell me a little bit more about the program and your involvement with it.
Well, so through this initiative, young Bahamians not only gain the skills that make them very attractive to the job market, but they gain skills that allow them to protect the Bahamas in the times when the Bahamas needs them most. Through this program, they can gain access to accreditations, international certifications, such as CPR and first aid, such as OSHA, such as the STCW course, such as the public or the professional development certifications in the technical areas. Also, they may have a lot of training and focus goes into their disaster management training. And so during those times when we face adverse events, those persons can rise, and we found that they are willing, ready, and excited to offer their services to their community.
You talk about new recruitment. Is that going on now?
Yes, most definitely. We're recruiting now for Cohort 4. Cohort 4 training we're looking at the 8th of February. So portal is open.
Where is that?
People can visit the Bahamas National Youth Guard Facebook page, and they can log on, or they can log on to our website, nyg@bahamas.gov.bs. And so they can do that. Or if they are not computer savvy and they wish to come in, they can call our office, and they can make an appointment, and we will help to register them. Great. Or they can just come at the Ministry of National Security, and we will assist them with logging on and letting them fill out an application.
So there's
and
no
apply
excuse.
There's no excuse. And they can call us at 819-1121 or at 502-334809.
And this is your 4th cohort. So that means,
yes.
How many people have you graduated from the program so far?
Well, so far we've graduated just under about 165 persons.
That's awesome. 165 people who are now employable, who have greater discipline and capabilities in assisting our country. Yes. And I'm sure that's probably one of the successes of this program, is being able to contribute to nation on a national level.
Indeed, indeed. And we have found that not only are they willing, they are very capable. They are excited about their community. They have a deep and abiding love for their country, and they're grateful for the opportunity to serve their country.
That's an excellent job. And I'd say hats off to you, both of you, and all of the entire team for the coordination and, of course, bringing this vision of the Prime Minister to fruition and helping young people at the same time. Congratulations. We wish you all the success.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on. When we come back tonight, we're still talking about community. It's all about community. And probably the largest community effort on Thanksgiving Day will take place a week from today by a company. Remember at the beginning of the show, I talked about companies who actually help to build communities. They've built and donated basketball courts, paved roads. We talk about roads that aren't paved. They've put up lights. They've done these kind of things. And you hear the government and the private sector and the media, everyone, you hear us always talking about a Bahamian company that's successful, and it's called Bahamas Striping. And they're here. We're going to talk about that right after the break. Stay close.
Just what is it that you want to do? And we want to have a good time. We want to be free to do what we want to do.
with termites and need to get rid of them fast, trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine one.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
Welcome back to the show. It's great to have all of you with us. We talked about giving back and of course, community companies who are corporate-minded, and this group of companies, no doubt, is that. For $15,000, that's the number of families the Bahamas Striping Group of Company wants to feed this Thanksgiving. The initiative is called Let's Make a Difference. This company has gone all out to solicit all the help. They ain't leave nobody else to get help from nobody else. All the help they could find in the corporate Bahamas, they've gotten it to be able to help them with the initiative. You've seen their progress right here on the ZNS television network, and we want to pretty much assist in garnering more support. We're happy to be a partner with them as well to ensure those families in need get a hearty Thanksgiving meal. Joining us tonight, our Bahamas Striping Group of Companies executives, Tario Mitchell and Dominic Stirrup, who have become the face of successful Bahamian businesses, because we always refer to them, they can still start charging royalties to the Bahamas. Because every time we talk about successful Bahamians who started out with, was it $5,000, with the then minister who's now, God rest his soul, may rest in peace, Charles Maynard, would have done an initiative for getting a new company started, and they applied and got a grant of $5,000. And that was how many years ago?
15 years ago.
15 years ago. 15 years later, they're one of the leading companies in this country. That's right. And that's what you talk about success. And 2 men lead that company. And yesterday was, day before yesterday was Men's Day. And so congratulations during Men's Day for the success of the 2 of you in bringing Bahamas Striping Group of Companies from nothing to something. That's great. Before we even talk about the initiative next week Thursday, because I know you have some of your team members who are going to come and talk about that, let's talk about your company itself. This success couldn't have just been overnight, and neither was it just a walking bed of roses. Talk to us about how you were able to achieve what you are now achieving. What was the catalyst behind it? Let's start with you,
President.
Well, as President.
I would put the catalyst behind it as the one division, and I guess the mindset not never giving up. People see the success from their point of view, but they don't see the hard work that goes into it. Sometimes I believe me and Dominic work 48 hours a day. That's how much it feels.
40 hours a day, yeah.
So when you look at it, I think that's the driving force of behind it, coupled with God's blessing. One of the things that we always seek to do as a company is give back, and I think that has granted us a lot of blessings in return.
Dominic, he talked about the give back portion, and I think that's what a lot of Bahamians have come to respect your company for, because you try to do what you can do. Even when you don't have it, you still try and do it. We hear people talk about, oh, we need more down in our communities. We hear in this tragic story on unpaved road with no lights that a child has to walk back and forth on. Your company has literally gone into communities where there was no space for recreation for young people and created safe spaces by these basketball courts refurbishments and by paving roads and even putting up lights. Why do you do that? And is that and what we see here now talking about, is that a big portion behind why you do what you do to try and make our country safer spaces for our young people?
Clearly, I think it's simple. I think we are a Bahamian company. Tara and I are Bahamians, and we only have one country. And it takes, like they say, a village to raise a child. So as a company, it's important to give back. And if you can give back big, great. If you can give back small, give it. That's why we have our slogan, let's make a difference. Because it doesn't make a difference what you can do, just do it.
Right.
You know, I was on the phone with my mom tonight, and there's a lady at St. Base Church. She's in her 70s. She want to bake 2 pounds of macaroni for next week Thursday. Now, she's retired, and my mom retired, but mom said, well, you gotta give me $100 to buy the stuff. Right. But the point is, this is a lady who's 70 and who wants to bake 2 pounds of macaroni to help. And I think that's a part of our company culture, but also as individuals, we have to make a difference. And the key factor is making a difference in whatever you can do in your community, in your church. You know, whatever you can do, just do it. And we just take that philosophy throughout the Bahamas and throughout the Caribbean. However we can make a difference, a lasting impact, that's what's important to us.
On the business front, you've done something that's phenomenal. The government has been touting and pushing public-private partnerships as a means to be able to develop the Family Islands, because there's so many things that need to happen on these Family Islands. Government just doesn't have the capital to do it. And your company has been a great example of the 3 Ps, particularly the roadworks in Exuma. You're now in Long Island, and you've done work in Eleuthera. You're going from island to island and getting the work done so that people can have modern-day roads on the Family Islands. And in cases, you're not just doing the work yourself, you're employing other Bahamian companies on these islands to do the work. That's remarkable. What do you say about that?
I don't think it's I think it's simple business. At the end of the day, if you're a business, if you're trying to keep everything to yourself, there's just so much you can do. But if you can use Eleuthera as an example, we have 2 companies, Quick Fix and New View. Both of these businesses has been in business for over 40 years. Their largest contract is a contract that Tara and I issued to them.
Wow.
The largest contract.
The largest contract.
And they've been in business over 40 years. And the largest contract will be issued. By some of the base work and other aspects of the work, we can do more. And I hear people say, oh, well, the government's giving a lot of work. The government's not giving us anything. We're going out there, we're taking the risks.
Right.
We're taking the risk, we're getting international funders, we're using their funds. The money benefits the community directly. When you look at the pothole contract we did in Eleuthera, the island-wide cleanup, then you have Quick Fix and New View. When you look at the pothole contract, there was like at least 13 or 14 companies who fixed the potholes in Eleuthera. The island-wide contract, I think it's like 20-something small companies, money went in their pockets.
Wow. Wow. What do you see next? Because it seems as if you guys don't rest. You're going from one vision to the next vision, and then you're expanding and you're doing a lot more. What's next?
Well, for us, we're definitely going to expand more on the 3P initiative here in the Bahamas. But we also have our eyes set on some opportunities that are presenting itself in the Caribbean.
Wow.
So that's the next step for us, expanding and building our company brand and expanding our offerings in the Caribbean.
What do you believe the formula is that works for you in business?
Hard work, God blessings, and no matter how much they tell you no, be persistent. Don't give up. Very simple.
I also add the team we have built, starting from just a striping company and now transitioning into road building as well as construction. We had to expand our team, and we brought on some very talented and dedicated staff as well.
You've been training young people throughout the Family Islands how to do this work. You're not keeping it to yourself. There's some companies who say, no, we ain't showing nobody else. We can keep this ourselves. You've been, a part of your plans and a part of your work has been training people to be able to do the striping work as well.
Yeah, that was our initiative that we had from even myself. When we started Bahamas Striping, I had a very little road striping experience. So it was an initiative to where I was being trained as well as We wanted to have like different branches of our company doing works in Andros and Freeport and Nassau at the same time. So in order for us to do that, we had to train up our workforce. So that was the main driving force behind that particular mindset at the time.
How serious do you believe government is? I know you've been a benefactor of it, but people believe there's still a lot more that government can do to empower local Bahamian businesses. Do you subscribe to that as well? While Bahamian businesses are getting contracts, there's still a lot more that are going outside of the countries, and consecutive governments have been guilty of that. Do you believe there ought to be a lot more focus paid on empowering Bahamian companies?
For our company, we believe that the only limitation is the limitation you put on yourself. When we know, don't make a difference who won the election. If the FNM won the election, we're just going to be doing 3P. If the POP won the election, we're just going to do 3P. Simply because of the fact that a lot of the countries in the Caribbean have financial issues. You know, we blame the government for a lot. And yes, there's certain things we should blame the government for. But in reference to limitations, we went and did our own research. We went and prepared for this day we have now to do 3Ps. We was prepared for it. We have the right legal counsel, we have the right financial advisors, we got the right technical staff and the right operation team to execute the work. And of course, we negotiate the deals with our funders to get the best funds. And so I would not say that we got to blame the government or the lack of support from the government, because we went to the government with our initiative. And the government saw a need for it. And now expanded from Exuma to Eleuthera, not Long Island, but Freeport become it.
Wow. Wow, that's exciting. I like that sound of that. So my final question simply is, what advice do you give to other Bahamian businesses who are looking to kind of cling on to that same kind of success that you've had in your 15-year history? What advice would you give them?
Well, definitely respect the process of business. Don't give up. Be creative. Most people just see things in a box. For us, we tend to, if there's ever a challenge, we tend to step back and come up with a creative way to either get over it or get around it. But definitely persistence is definitely a key as well.
I have a different opinion than the president. I believe you challenge the process, because the process is not fair in our country, and we have to challenge it. Every day you have to challenge it. But what's important, I believe, to be successful in our country, don't make a difference you work in Camper Road, Pinewood, Bainton. The same standard you take to Albany and Laifaki, you take to those cities, you take to those communities, so your standard is consistent. And that's what has made Bahamas Striping Group of Companies successful. Our standards doesn't change to make a difference where we are. We meet the highest standard in the quality of our work.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys kind of introduce the next segment. So we're gonna be talking to your team members about this biggest initiative coming up on Thanksgiving Day. Whose idea was it?
Yeah.
Now listen, last year you did it big. This year seems to be huge. Where did it come from?
So originally we was going for 15,000 meals. We went to Freeport, and the chairperson of Freeport said, oh, we can do 10,000 meals.
No.
So we said, okay, excellent, we can do 25,000.
Wow.
The whole idea, Clint, where much is given, much is expected. We have a simple philosophy in our company, open hands. You keep your hands closed. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out. You keep your hands open. It comes out, and it comes back in.
That's amazing.
And what's important about this initiative is the fact that we get to see it. We get to see, we go to the different communities where food is served. You get to see the lines. Last year in Freeport, they run out of food last year in Freeport.
Wow.
Run out of food. And now, so we had so much different location, we didn't run out of food. What's exciting about this year, we have 13 different islands.
13 islands.
13 different islands this year. And we missed the boat this year for Cat Island. We are literally flying the food down to Cat Island.
Wow.
We're gonna fly the uncooked food to make sure we can feed 500 people in Cat Island.
You're gonna feed 500 people in Cat Island?
Yes, 500 people in Cat Island.
Where else you going?
Inagua.
You're gonna feed people in Inagua?
Abaco.
Abaco.
Freeport.
Exuma.
Eleuthera.
Eleuthera, Exuma.
Providence, of course.
Of course, the Providence. The Providence up to Auckland.
Some of the kids.
You going to Auckland?
And Auckland. Ronkeys.
No, y'all can't go to Rumpkins. Ain't nobody there?
Yes. Keep in mind, this is our 5th year of doing this initiative. It started out in Just Exuma. Actually, on Christmas Day, we would feed 500 persons. We partnered with Sandals. We did that for 2 years. We then switched from Christmas to Thanksgiving Day, where we partnered with Sandals again. And last year we did the 15,000, and now this year we're doing. Last year was also nationwide as well. This year is also nationwide with 25,000.
Listen, I can't wait to see the blessing that y'all gonna get as a result of what y'all doing next week. That is remarkable.
We don't do it for blessings, though.
You don't, but it's gonna happen.
We do.
It's gonna happen.
No,
because you're gonna be such a blessing to so many people in this country. It's gonna automatically multiply back to you.
We will accept it, but we do it because of the fact that we're able to use our resources, our partnership with our clients, people we invest our funds with, and we say, let's give back. Let's make a difference in our country.
So you're able to get other people on board.
Yes, we use our resources.
Wow.
And and we don't go around and change the whole system. We work with the Food Network, Hands for Hunger, the Red Cross, the Salvation Army. We work with individuals who's ready in the program, who's feeling the culture on a daily basis, and we just give them the food, they cook it. I have to say thanks to BIC. They gave us all the products. This is the 2nd year.
Awesome.
And so it's a great initiative where a lot of Bahamians, NGOs, get together to help feed 25,000 persons this year.
There should be no one in this country hungry on Thanksgiving Day. Food gonna be everywhere. All you gotta do is make sure you get it. Get it if you need it. Now, those of you who don't need it, go buy your Thanksgiving lunch, because everybody's selling Thanksgiving food. Some people even know how to turn the stove on selling Thanksgiving food. But only if you don't need it, only if you don't have money and you need it, find one of these outlets to get it from Bahama Striping. We're going to talk to their team partners for the next 2 breaks and talk about how they're going to make this happen. You're watching The Rundown. Thank you, gentlemen. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. Not only do we guarantee the best prices on all your favorite building materials, we're proud to offer the best delivery program in all of Nassau. Whether you buy 1 box of screws or a truckload of plywood, island-wide delivery is just $5. And for our Family Island customers, we're proud to offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. Visit us today at the CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road and check out our website to set up your next delivery.
Learn how to take small things, brothers and sisters, and manage it until your promotion. You gotta learn how to manage your struggle. You gotta learn how to manage your disappointment. You gotta learn how to manage your frustration. Are you hearing me in the Holy Ghost? You gotta learn how to contain some stuff. You gotta manage your tongue.
Watch us this and every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. on ZNS TV 13.
Get ready to celebrate the incredible Bahamian legends of the sea. Tune into the Anchor Awards this Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on ZNS. And join us for a fun-filled tribute to our maritime heroes.
It feels overwhelming, and it's about time fishermen are honored.
Learn how to take small things, brothers and sisters, and manage it until your promotion. You gotta learn how to manage your struggle. You gotta learn how to manage your disappointment. You gotta learn how to manage your frustration. Are you hearing me in the Holy Ghost? You gotta learn how to contain some stuff. You gotta manage your tongue.
Watch us this and every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. on ZNS TV 13.
In the Caribbean, the changing climate is more than just an environmental issue. It poses a threat to our health. From respiratory problems to heat stress, climate change and variability deeply impact our well-being. With our forecast through November 2024 highlighting upcoming climate conditions that will exacerbate health risks, it's important to be prepared. Here are some key climate and health insights for the months ahead.
In these months, the risk of allergic rhinitis, the risk of asthma in vulnerable people is likely to increase due to Saharan dust incursions. The risk of gastrointestinal illness due to water supply being compromised. The risk of skin infections due to wading in floodwaters. The risk of leptospirosis due to displaced rodents. They could contaminate household items. Levels of morbidity and the rate of hospitalizations due to heat stress. And we may also see increases in the incidence of dengue, chikungunya, and Zika cases due to increases in mosquito populations, particularly the Aedes aegypti mosquito, as a result of high temperatures and increasing humidity in the coming months.
Stay informed about weather forecasts and seasonal climate updates. Your health and well-being depend on it. For more information and updates, follow CIMH on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Welcome back. It's a great evening this evening, talking about some initiatives that are going to help empower our people and uplift our people and encourage our people and to make at least next week, Thursday on Thanksgiving Day, a day for them to be grateful that people are looking out for them and sharing love. We're talking to Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, going to have the largest feeding exercise next Thursday. 25,000 people will be fed throughout the length and breadth of this country. 13 islands will be a part of the feeding process. And joining me are some more team members from Bahamas Striping. Last segment, we spoke to their executives. And so now we're going to talk to General Manager of Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, Melly Roach, and of course, Executive Assistant Juliet Josie. Welcome to the show. Great to have both of you.
Thank you.
So let's start talking about it, Juliet. One of the things the executive said in the last segment was that this is actually possible because Bahamas Striping was able to reach out to so many people to get on board. Talk about some of the partners who are involved in this, and of course how this is happening through the Family Islands.
With regards to the partners, we reached out to a lot of the persons that the NGOs that we're in contact with, a lot of the subcontractors, contractors, our vendors. We reached out to them. We told them what it is that we wanted to do, and we let them know that they can get involved in any way possible, no matter how small, how large.
What were their responses like when you asked them about it?
Everyone was excited. They were happy to partner with us. Most of them were happy to partner with us. Some of them, the donations were instant. Others, it took a while, but we're there. And we are excited. We're looking forward to them seeing our vision come to life.
And just to give people an idea of some of the partners, I know you can't probably call them all off, but I understand you're getting assistance from Breezes.
Yes, we are. We're getting Breezes. We have Sandals. We have small companies. We have Das Mechanical.
Did I hear Goldwyn a part of that list as well?
Well, not Goldwyn. Titan Foundation.
Titan, right. Who has the restaurants in Goldwyn?
Right.
Yeah.
So Goldwyn is in with us.
And Titan, people don't know, all those restaurants that Bahamians go to all the time, like Latitude and all of those, the Greek restaurants, that's Titans.
Yes.
What we're excited about is getting the youth involved.
How? How are the youth involved?
Well, we have a number of schools involved.
Really?
Yes, we have Aquinas College. They were there last year. We're joining them this year. We have Palmdale Primary, and we have Queens College. So the children, they're actually going to be preparing meals.
Really?
And distributing the meals. So we're getting them while they're young, getting them into that spirit of giving back to the communities.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So how's this going to happen with Family Islands? I mean, that's a big, massive task.
Yes, it is. Well, with the Family Islands, everything, of course, is a process. We began by getting a list from Bahamas Feeding Network. We found out who it is that some of the persons that the organizations, the churches that they assist on the Family Islands. So we reached out to them, found out how many persons they can feed, and we provide them all of the menu items, the cutlery that they need, all of the basic menu items that they need to provide a hot meal on Thanksgiving Day.
Now here's what's such a great genius idea about what you guys just did. you're not reinventing the wheel.
No.
You talked about talking to Bahamas Feeding Network and getting with other organizations who already have a plan and a process and a method that works. And all you're doing is partnering and providing the resources they need to get it done. And I hope that's the message people get, is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are people out there who do this on a regular basis. Dovetail with people who are making it done, who know how to get it done, and that's how you make sure that your thing is successful.
They have the logistics expertise because they do it year-round. So we just really tap into what they're already doing and making this day special.
I saw the promos that we see Hub running here in ZNS. Y'all look so happy on that day. It looks like it's a lot of work, but first of all, it's a lot of work. Y'all probably sleep the whole night, but there was a sense of joy in actually executing what no doubt you've been planning for months.
Yes, it's exciting. On my way here, I heard from one of the smaller family islands, and she was so grateful. The voice note she sent, I forwarded on to our principals. They are happy to receive whatever it is that we're offering. And just the gratitude that's coming from them, it's enlightening for me. It's heartfelt.
I got to ask Melanie Roach, 25,000, that's a lot of meals.
Well, we have a lot of help. If we had to do it as a company by ourselves, we couldn't do it. But we probably have over 50 partners by now.
Yes.
Assisting either through monetary donations or donating food items. We even have people walking in off the street. Yesterday when I arrived at work, there was a gentleman, he walked in, and I think he gave $200.
$200.
Just walked in off the street and said he wants to donate to that. I don't know him from Adam, but as the news is going out, individuals, not just companies, individuals are now getting interested and helping, because there is a need. There is definitely a need. I listened to the story for the mother of the young lady, and she said, you know, every day they have to hustle for food. They don't have a fridge, so every day they have to go out there and hustle for food. That's the reality in our country. Some people go to bed hungry because that day they just were not able to make that hustle.
Julia, I'll give you the last word.
Today, someone walked in with 4 large cans of 2 corn, 2 vegetable. Another person a few days ago dropped off 2 bags of rice. We'll add the meat, and we'll send it off to one of the homes. So wherever you can, it doesn't matter how big, how small, someone will be able to appreciate it on that day.
It's so good
Someone
to know
needs
that
it.
kindness is still popular in this country.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take our last break. When we come back, we're going to have at the desk representatives from Freeport, who's going to talk about the initiative going on there with Bahamas Stripe and Group of Companies on Thanksgiving Day. We're back after this.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the Sunshine World.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a Junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars. And then forget about them until the next Members time. Of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
Turn it off. Welcome back to the Rundown, everyone. We're about to close, but before we do that, at the desk now is Melissa Sears, who's a part of the initiative in Grand Bahama for Bahamas Striping Group of Company, 25,000 meals throughout the Bahamas. Tell us about Grand Bahama's preparation for this.
Well, in Grand Bahama, we have a phenomenal team, and we've been working diligently and hard to really see this successful next week. We are a bit of relieved, but we understand the need in Grand Bahama, and everybody, you understand the economic situation there in Grand Bahama. So for us, it is almost like a pressure to make sure that we succeed. So far, we are well on our way past the numbers we did, more than double the numbers that we've done last year. And so
more than double
double the numbers we did last year. We're well on our way. And again, that is because of the teamwork and the effort from a tremendous group of people to make sure that we succeed. When you hear the stories, last year we ran out of food, and it was heartbreaking because you saw families that were truly in need. This week, we had a company who we had approached to become partner, and they had already stretched their budget. And the workers said, this initiative is one where we see is worthy.
Right.
And so what they did was the staff came together.
The employees came together.
The employees of that company came together and collected funds and donated Monday bags and bags of rice. Wow. You have persons who are calling students, children, who want to be a part of that day. Last year, we had a school that partake. This year, now, we have the Junior Red Cross that wants to be a part. We have other students that are calling. So when you see that it's impacting the children, the young people who are seeing that this is something we want to be a part of, then you know you are making a difference.
Right.
You know that you're making a positive impact in the lives of so many people on an island that has been hit time after time after time. And I must say, as a Grand Bahamian, Grand Bahamians are a resilient group of people.
Oh, definitely. I know that.
We are a resilient group of people, and no matter what comes our way, we find a way to come together and to make it happen. And so I have to say, shout out to my team. They have been very inspirational and encouraging, and I believe that next week we will more than exceed what we have set out to do. It has been a little bit of a challenge, again, but at the end of the day, I always say God makes it happen for us.
How are you doing your distribution? Are you going to be one location and people come to you?
No, so our distribution is from as far east as far west. We delivered on Saturday donations to Swedenski.
Wow.
So Swedenski has...
Will not be left out.
It will not be left out. We didn't have the chance to catch them last year, but this year we decided that...
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we've already have our donations to Swedenski. We will be serving 60 people there. There are 100 persons, but we are preparing for 60 right up to West End. So we have Swedenski, we have East End proper, we have Hawksbill, we have Pindus Point, we have West End, we have 8 Mile Rock, we have Freeport proper, we have the Lakaya area. So we are trying to hit every settlement we can on the island of Grand Bahama, and we're making it happen. And that is because of the teamwork and the awesome group of people that have been planning with me for the last few months, and more intensely in the last couple of weeks, to make sure that we bring about the success of the Let's Make a Difference initiative on Thanksgiving Day.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Melanie Rhodes, General Manager, I'll give you the final closing word tonight about this initiative by Bahama Striping and its partners.
Well, it's not too late to participate. Yes. If you feel so led to assist, either a monetary donation, a bag of rice, a can of corn, a can of beets.
Or your time.
Or most definitely your time. A lot of the civic organizations, such as Rotary and Kiwanis, they're also going to assist us in the distribution. So anyone who wants to help with that, many hands make light work. Yes. So it's not too late. We still have a week.
Come by the office or call.
Yes, definitely. We're Lot 2C and the Industrial Park on Lord, I even forget where my office is now. Abundant Life Road.
Abundant Life Road, correct, correct.
Yeah, so we're there, and all are welcome.
I'm excited about next week. The Broadcasting Corporation will be a part.
Yes.
We'll be serving food to one of the schools, so we're excited to be up and about and supporting this initiative come next week, Thursday. Thank you. Congratulations to you and your team members. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That's our show tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to make sure you join us again at 11 o'clock tonight for the late night edition, ZNS, the Bahamas Night at 11 with Royston. Royston to work yet? Oh, he's right over there. Royston's over there preparing for the 11 o'clock news. He's out the latest in news and information at 11 o'clock. For all of us here at ZNS, I'm Clint Watson. Thanks for joining us. Okay, this is Thursday. That means I'm going to see you on Monday. No show tomorrow night. We'll see you back on Monday. Have a safe weekend.
At Fort Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.
It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward.